Daenerys receives an unexpected visitor, Jon faces a revolt, and Tyrion plans the conquest of Westeros. Let's discuss said things about the Game of Thrones Season 7 Episode 2, Stormborn. You know, when I was doing my live stream / reaction to Game of Thrones Season 7 Episode 1, which by the way, you can actually click up here and that link will take you straight to that video, but I kept getting a lot of questions about what is going to be the gift for Cersei. Like when Euron leaves, he says, I'll return with the best gift ever, you know, for lack of a better word. So I'm trying to figure that out by analyzing this trailer, and the one thing that stands out is we're given a quick shot of Daenerys looking outside, and it looks like ships are sailing away from her, and then also we get how we know Tyrion is going to be planning the conquest of Westeros, and it looks like each person may get their own turn at saying, you know, like giving their little spiel about where they think they should attack first, what they think the strategy should be. And it looks like Yara kind of takes the floor and is the center of this trailer, and she's saying, we have 3 dragons, we have a fleet, we need to go attack King's Landing right now. Now, the last time someone disagreed with Yara, what the fuck was her reaction? She stole all the ships, so who's to say she won't take her ships and go attack King's Landing? I'm not saying that she's going to steal a dragon from Daenerys, but I am saying that she convinces Arya Sand to go with her. As far as Daenerys' unexpected visitor, well, that's definitely Jon Snow. The way the description is worded and the way they want us to think and the way the trailer is edited is Jon Snow will face a revolt, and that revolt is going to be Jon Royce, and he's going to take the Knights of the Vale and desert Jon Snow and his cause. Now, I think that could be potentially misleading. Like, hopefully what will happen is Sansa will snuff that out, but the show will definitely could make a move like that, because that would leave Jon open and more willing and more susceptible to an alliance with Daenerys Targaryen. Looks like Cersei's up to her old spider tricks again and weaving a web and changing stories to portray her in the best light, and it looks like she's meeting with some High Lords of Westeros and potentially trying to proposition it so that Daenerys is coming, she's got 3 dragons, everyone freak out. Even if you don't like us Lannisters, you still want to fight with us because we ultimately need to defeat this crazy dragon bitch who's headed our way. So if it plays out this way, since Euron just basically left Cersei hanging almost, he didn't tell her what kind of gift he was going to go get, he just left, it seems like he would go and sail towards Daenerys, that being Dragonstone. Dragonstone is not that far away from King's Landing, so if my prediction about Yara is correct, and she basically is the one who gets herself screwed over, if she ends up sailing towards King's Landing, it would just be natural that her and Euron would meet at sea in an open battle, and Euron would destroy her. There is a super quick shot in the trailer of what looks like armored knights leaving a wintry castle. That's probably Winterfell. This could be a quick shot of what may be Jon's revolt that he's facing. Now, the description may be misleading entirely, and that's just something that Jon Royce is just trying to warn him about. Like, I don't think we should trust a Targaryen. Her father was batshit insane. None of you were alive during that, or you were, but you didn't know what it was like, and I have. I've seen it firsthand. There's another really quick shot of what I think is a sand snake whipping someone. It could be the bad Posey, but right after that, we get probably my favorite shot of the trailer. Now, initially during my live stream, a buddy of mine, Ricey, had pointed out that he thought that was Nymeria. After further inspection, and initially I thought it wasn't Nymeria immediately because the wolf wasn't brown. But after further analysis, I realized that wolf is almost like a regular wolf, and they know it's supposed to be a brown dire wolf. I think this may be a wolf that is part of Nymeria's super pack, and this wolf kind of almost attacks Arya, or is about to, and then Nymeria shows up and probably puts the wolf in its place, and then we have Arya reuniting with her direwolf. Last few shots of the trailer, we get that shot of Arya and Yara kissing, and it looks like Daenerys and Varys are in the same room because they look over and smile. Then the very last shot is probably going to be one of my top 10 moments of this season of Jon Snow yoking Littlefinger up against the wall for likely walking up behind him and scaring him. Now, we are given several shots of Littlefinger lurking in the shadows. I think how the scene will play out is that Jon Snow will be downstairs either, you know, kind of just pondering and thinking over how he just buried Rickon and how the way that things are going, he may have to bury more Starks, and he's standing in front of Ned's statue, and then Lyanna's statue's over to the side, and then Littlefinger walks up, and that probably sketches Jon out. Jon turns around, yopes him up, and then Littlefinger probably proceeds to tell Jon Snow about his true lineage. You know, I noticed in the chat when I was live streaming that a lot of people were complaining about the pacing of the show. Now, I do agree that it was a bit slower than we thought, but that's because all of the actors have been saying that this season's going to be at breakneck speeds. Now, I think the reason why they kind of eased us into it, and eased us in used loosely there, because this is Game of Thrones and the episode still had some action in it. The reason being is because there's a lot of new people coming on and watching the show, and I think they didn't want to overwhelm everyone. Let me know why you guys think that this episode was a little bit slower paced down below in the comment section. In my opinion, some of the best moments of episode 1 were when Arya kills all the Freys, the White Giants at the beginning, the potential huge bond between Sansa and Jon coming up this season, and then also Sandor staring into the flames. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you could please slap a like on this video, make sure you're subscribed, and then go ahead and turn your notifications on so you get an alert every time I drop Game of Thrones content. The like goal for this video will be 150. If you would like to enter my contest for 10,000 subscribers, and once I reach that goal here on YouTube and you can win this lovely Daenerys Dark Horse figurine, all you have to do to enter that contest is like this video, comment down below, and then make sure you're subscribed. My name's Mark, and if you guys want me to review the episode in depth, make sure you let me know down in that comment section. And this has been Sir Hunt's Reviews.